Hey, what is up here guys? James Cole here today, and we're going to go ahead and do the challenge run I've been promising you guys. Now this is going to be a parkour only challenge, meaning we are going to be trying to beat the game without using any combat, any weapons, any throwing knives, any utilities. The only thing we can use is any moves that are parkour-like. Of course, I'm going to go into the rules later on down the video. Now this is going to add a fun new way to actually play the game at the start, and of course later on, once we actually have some parkour abilities, the game will kind of become really easy. Now I'm doing this in parts here because one, if the video doesn't do well enough, of course, as being a small content creator with only like 141 subscribers at the time of this, there's no point in continuing. So, of course, if you guys are really wanting to see more, I'm going to go ahead. I really highly, just even if you like it, even if you just like comment, that'd be amazing. Now, once again, this is going to be our first ever challenge on the channel, so I am completely new here. Please, 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 please give me some slack here. This is the first time I'm ever doing a video like this, and I have no idea how editing software really works. I'm gonna wing it. I hope you guys enjoy and have fun with it as much as I did. Holy shit. Okay, so before the challenge run begins, I wanted to go over a couple of things. First things first, I am really new to trying to make content in a fancy way. I don't know how people do it, so I'm gonna try my best here, of course. So let's go ahead and go into the rules for the challenge run. So the first things first is that we can only use moves that kind of involve parkour attacks. Other than that, any other form of damage is off the table. Throwing knives, mollies, anything. We cannot be using it. So of course that means that we cannot be fist fighting. And of course, we can't be hitting them with anything like a bat or anything. So that only leaves us with vault kick, grapple, drop kick, and some other things maybe going down the line. If it does damage, it's off the table. We can't use it. Anytime that I attack an enemy while dealing damage that is not a parkour move, me physically attacking them, that will result in a reset in a load of the game right then and there without any saves or anything. With that being said, I hope you guys really do enjoy, and of course, let me know if you want more by hitting the like button, even subscribing, because that lets me know that you guys are interested, and I'll get to work on making more content immediately. I really hope this goes off well. If not, that's okay. We'll just go ahead and have fun with it. So, and the last thing, of course, is that no bitches! I'm looking at you, Todd! So, the very first thing we're going to go ahead and see is that we're jumping 15 years into the future after the downfall of humanity. Now, along with that, we're going to be running a tunnel, and then we're going to use time travel powers to just say, no, I'm out of the tunnel. As we don't need to go over every little thing, so keep in mind, there's going to be spoilers going ahead, but we're also going to be trying to make some jokes here. Hopefully, again, you guys like this type of shit. So, we're going to go ahead and go up here, and we're going to be meeting our boy and our main love interest. Oh, boy, our main love interest. And let me tell you what. Now, this person that we're about to meet here is such a fine individual, and we have some special date plans. I'm so happy to say this. I'm so excited that I finally get a date with Spike, the myth, the legend, the man. Sheesh! Look at this beautiful blood. He is pretty. Yeah, boy.
Look at that. A beehive full of honey. Can't let an opportunity like this go to waste.
No way.
Oh, look around. If we're lucky, there's chamomile growing here too. You remember that old herbalist we helped escort to her village?
Oh yeah, the one that had that saying, remember, chamomile and honey are gifts that keep giving.
Combine them and lucky you just might go on living. Sit down, buddy, for you.
A gift?
A gift from the heavens, to be more accurate. I've just found it, by the owner's dead body. May it be of more use to you. Here.
It's gone flat.
Look at you and your sophisticated palate. Drink.
So, after a nice little dinner date with Spike, he wanted to go ahead and have us go and get us a room ready for us to go ahead and spend the night together. Ooh. So, we're going to go ahead and go into this room here, and we're going to go ahead and make our way in here for the night. Get nice and cozy. Now, we're also kind of here for another reason. We're looking for our sister because she owes us $5. And I really need that $5 because this guy is just hounding me for it, and I don't know what to do with it. So, we're going to go ahead and try and get into this room here, and on doing so, we're going to go ahead and find the radio. However, it looks like it needs power, and shit, here comes our first issue with the run. We're going to turn on a generator. doing so is going to attract zombies. And we have no way to deal with this. In fact, we can't even gain experience currently, so shit.
What the? What the hell is that?
Okay, so after exploring around a little bit, I realized that there's not much to work with here. Luckily for me, I found this little building back here, and she leaps off of it. And behind that building is a cliff. I might be able to use that. That's really good. However, she seems to, I don't know, I guess there's like cheese or something back there, and she's really allergic, and she does not want to go back there. So, shit, we're back to kind of square one. I'm still going to go ahead and try it. I mean, you know. So, we try and get her back here, and she's beating me up. I can't dodge her. She's too strong, and I suck. So, at this point here, I noticed, okay, she's up there, but she's nowhere near the ledge, so this isn't going to work. I need to look around more. So after looking around a little bit, I noticed a place I never saw when I first played, and I go to explore. I'm like, ooh, dude, new stuff? Okay, okay. So, just some flowers. I'm gonna grab this. What's that noise? I'm gonna open the— holy crap! So she tackles me, and it scares the living daylight out of me, and I have— whoo! So, this kind of gives me a little bit of an idea, as she's actually trying to fight me here, so I try and bait her, and— fuck. Okay, so I got her back here after walking all the way back up, and everything actually kind of, like, reset. I'm going to try this again here, and I'm trying to bait her off, and this might work. We might actually have a chance of doing this. So, she does an attack here, and she is getting stuck in the worst ways possible, and luckily she lines up, and glad to say, she knocks me off with her!
It's been a long day.
So, after taking care of her, we go ahead and lead these little fucking rascals on over to the cliff, where they walk on me. If only I can get a railroad to do that to me. Oh, whoa. So, after they go ahead and plummet to their death, we did it. We should be able to start the generator, right? No. For some reason, there's apparently an infected still. However, all of them went off the edge. All four. So, after looking around and even going off the cliff one more time, I'm going back and... what? How are you here? So I went ahead and lead him back off the cliff, and he does the tumble of faith again, and bye-bye. There we go. So thank God he's finally gone, and we can go ahead and continue this. I want to make sure he's dead. Looks like he's dead. And how in the fuck? So at this point here, I'm thinking, okay, well maybe it's just that cliff, and we're going to go ahead and try and get him off of this one. Now, for this one here, there's no place for me to really grab, and I'll just slide off. So instead, I opt to let him grab me and try and bite me a couple of times. Luckily, punching him in the face doesn't hurt him because he doesn't feel pain. So we're just getting grabbed a whole bunch here. Eventually, we work him off the edge, but for some reason, this zombie just has some fucking Jesus in him and refuses to go down. He just lives there. And at this point, I've been here for maybe an hour, and I don't know what to do. So at this point, I had no other choice here. I was gonna have to redo it all again from this point here, as this man with the power of God in anime has just completely defeated me. So I go ahead and give him his victory meal, and well, shit, it sure does suck, man. So we're gonna go ahead and get back in it, and maybe we can try this again. I don't know why, but whatever. Anyway, so we load back in, and wait. What the fuck? He's dead. We did it! And he left us a fucking present. This is the nicest zombie I've ever seen. He just left it there, and he peaced out. Godspeed! Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and get the generator started. That way me and my boy Spike can have our nice romantic dinner today by the fire. Woo! Spiky boo! So, we're gonna go ahead and it looks like that he might be running behind just because, of course, it is nighttime. It's even hard for me to run around. So, I'll go ahead and rendezvous with Spike tomorrow, but let's go ahead and get some rest, shall we, guys? Okay, so skipping ahead in time here, we're going to go ahead and go to the old subway station to go ahead and get into the city. Now, going forward here, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys know that this is going to be technically part of a different playthrough, of which, as I started up this one earlier and decided to continue on past on that one, and then I went back to the start of the game and made sure to do that as I forgot there was a combat encounter. So, just to let you know in advance, and we're going to go ahead and have some fun here.
Oh my god. Oh shit.
Are you alright?
Fucker bit me.
A volatile. Lots of those fuckers in the sewers. You must get to the light quickly.
Where's Mia?
Later. We have to move. Resist it. It'll pass. Just stay strong.
Here you are. We've been looking for you.
So after going to sleep in probably the worst ways possible, we're going to go ahead and find that this guy just left us like an asshole, Mr. Captain Obvious, but he left us a flashlight. Actually, we seem to hear him down the tunnel, so we're going to go ahead and check up on what he's doing with all of his friends. So we got down the tunnel here for a little bit here, and it looks like his friends are actually bullies! Holy shit! Now that is not okay. Bro, can you stop it? Bullying is not okay. So we're going to go ahead and jump down here and tell him bullying is not okay, and we're going to show him that you can be the bigger man here. Oh. Now, in utter disbelief that I was supposedly supposed to be dead here, I think to a moment while I look at this guy and how pretty he looks, and I realize that no, I'm supposed to be alive. So, now here comes the second issue of the run. We're stuck in the sewer system with no real combat ability still, and the only thing that we have here are these little fires. Now, if you've probably played Dying Light, you've probably seen enemies just randomly catch on fire sometimes, because that's a weird, quirky ability they possess. So, we're going to go ahead and try and get this guy to suddenly, spontaneously combust, and I'm glad to say... So, after becoming the villain for a slight moment, we finally actually get the ability to kind of edge him on into the fire, actually killing our very first enemy. Now, immediately after finally killing, well, not our first enemy, we immediately get two more. And I'm gonna be straight honest with you guys, this has been so far the most annoying part of the run. As, again, the only way, we don't have any way to actually deal damage as of yet with parkour moves. And the worst part is that we have to block two of them, and they like to shuffle about. They are really annoying, and I have to get each of them into the fire twice, because these enemies, for some reason, have a little bit more health than your normal enemies around you, as you're going to actually see later. It's just so weird that these require you to be pushed, that we need to push these guys into the fire twice, as later on, you're going to see what I mean. So we're frantically trying to get this guy to touch the fire, and it randomly become a fucking fire balloon, but he refuses to. So I'm literally body blocking him with my face, and he catches on fire, and he does not die. I went a little bit insane here. This took me about... I didn't die, but it was still a very long, around 30 minutes. It was awful. Now, luckily, here we were able to actually get him stuck on the stairs. I'm not sure why he got stuck there, but honestly, it's very good that he did, because I gotta see myself actually dying and having to reset the entire fight here, if not, as I was getting pretty fed up at this point. During that time, we also managed to burn the other one, and we were able to push him into the corner so he can spontaneously combust like the angel he's always meant to be, this pretty number 16 motherfucker. So, with that being said, we obviously get the other guy burnt and killed. So, with a little trial and error, and honestly a lot of fuck-ups on my end, and me 180ing my entire mouse off the side of my desk here, we actually do manage to finally get past this section. In doing so, we actually get our first means of actually attacking people without having to push them into for them to spontaneously combust. Fuck yeah. We're trailing the path of the Buddha, and we're doing one hell of a job. Now, with Vault Kick, this should make things a lot easier. Thank fuck. So we go ahead and become friends with the guy who's getting bullied, and we get a free cookie! Might I just add, it's a good thing we intervened when we did, because it seems like he wanted to go ahead and get revengeance on his bullies, and that's not okay. He would have become a murderer.
Fuck! There's our lost lamb, and he's not alone. We can fix that. Slaughter him.
Well, I can see why he wanted to go ahead and give us the machete, as he would have been murdered himself. Is everyone murderers now? And then, now having our first combat ability, we can easily dispatch of all these guys. Now, of course, when you get to one person, we'll have to make them spontaneously combust. Hey man, you wanted to talk with me? What's up, man? You liking the content? Do you maybe want to subscribe? Aw, dude, that's so... I'm glad you feel that way. Thanks! You want me to touch you in a weird area?
I'd help him, but he just pulled out his pistol and put it in my hand. He told me, "You're doing it for him." Then he pressed my finger on the trigger. I screamed. I wanted my grandfather to die.
So after learning that Walt basically has grandpappy issues, we go ahead and just dip, as we don't want to listen to any more of his backstory, as we heard enough. He literally just hates everyone because he had to kill a horse. Anyway, so let's go ahead and review what we've done so far. So far, we're still in the tutorial, and we've had to go ahead and find some really neat ways to try and kill things without actually killing them. Of course, now with the skill, it's going to be a lot easier, and going forward, it shouldn't take as long to go ahead and kill things. That's usually how most challenge runs goes, of course. Honestly, I don't see us having an issue with having to kill things without parkour, but, I mean, who knows? You know, you'll just have to stay tuned, as if, you know, like I said, if the series does really well, I'll pump out more parts to it, as honestly, it's taken about 3 days just to get to this point, and I still have a whole nother part to edit. Once again, if you guys are liking it, I actually really hope you guys are enjoying this. I've had so much fun doing this. Using time travel to skip probably the worst part of the game, where we get hanged for literally no real reason other than, oh, he don't have thingy. We get injected with some fucking very nice drugs. Oh my god, I love this man. And then we also get to see two women we'll never see for the rest of the game. They're completely irrelevant. You will never see them again unless you actually go to the safe house. So going forward, of course, we're gonna be working with this beautiful man called Hakan. Oh yes. Maybe he can replace Spike without Spike left me. Aiden's only has one thing on the mind to think of, and that's just finding someone to fucking chill with. Let's go. It's not about anything romantic-wise. He just wants a bro to hang out with, and I think Aiden has finally found his bro to hang out with.
Fuck you! At least I got to know my way around the city.
So even though we were a pilgrim and we ran around outside pretty alright, I guess getting infected just immediately makes you a weak little baby boy, and now we can't climb things. So we're gonna need to get some inhibitors to actually be able to climb shit. The shit that we got injected with that nearly made us kill those two fine ladies. And it's weird. I feel like don't think that I don't agree. Anyway, continuing on. Now I know I asked Spike to stash that plug here somewhere. Where could it be? Ah! Traveling with Akeem to get our thing that caused our little mishap that we had to try and travel past. It seems like Akeem literally busted a nut over us opening this thing. I'm not sure why our cookie is so fucking valuable, but hey, you know, we got a cookie. And no, you cannot have a bite, Hakon. Fuck you.
Hakon,
Come on, open up now!
Hakon, a howler's coming.
Biomarkers.
There's no time, we've got the howler on our asses.
Biomarkers.
Didn't you hear? Behind us!
I said biomarkers.
Here,
And his?
he's with me.
I have to see his biomarker.
Let us just inside the door at
I
least.
need to see his biomarker.
How about some electronics, huh? Fucker! Open up! Oh. You piece of...
Hakon, it's calling its
We need
friends.
to get to Killian. There's no time. Run, Ethan. Quick! They almost got us. Don't look back. Run! Faster!
Now, because every other survivor is just a generic asshole, we have to go ahead and try and get away from these infected. Now, here comes the second biggest issue of the run. Zombies are nearly impossible to block to do the leap attack, and we're on a building with nothing to really fucking work with. And this is where our biggest issue comes into. We have to somehow find a way to, of course, survive, as we're going to get an onslaught of zombies attacking us, and luckily, we don't have to defend Hakon here. Now, thanks to Heckle's magical force field, we only have to worry about the zombies. We don't have to worry about him again. And there's a fire barrel. However, like I said, it's notoriously hard to block a zombie attack. You can do it, however, you don't really get much room for an opening to actually do a vault kick. So we're kind of stuck with nothing to work with right now, right? Now, luckily for me, I actually do manage to get a perfect block with a zombie just close enough to be able to vault kick them, which is amazing. And because now that zombie's dead, that gives us a lot more room to kind of work with and fiddle with on what we can do about this situation. Because I know that once we kill these zombies, we're still going to have to deal with more and more waves. And like I said, it is really hard to do so to block them perfectly. You can do it, but you don't really get much of a time to react. So, I fiddled. And it's a good thing I did, because fiddling allowed me to realize something. See, even though it doesn't look like we're actually pushing them, we are very slightly pushing them. And a thought occurred. Why don't I just channel my inner PK? I'm going to now erect a shield and magical barrier from Hakoon himself, and I'm going to steal his idea. Now, with my barrier, I am now going to use my perpetual force and send this man to hell.
You pay for this one day! You pay for this one day! Let me in!
After finally pushing them off the edge with our impenetrable force field, we finally actually finished the fight. That's insane. I actually was about to give up on that one too, because there was literally nothing to work with. It actually showed me how to have good confidence and faith in my plans. Now, going forward, of course, it looks like Cotton fucking dies, and then we fucking die. Game's over. Yeah, we fell. So after all the zombies met Jesus, we go ahead and head on out, as now we are finally gonna go ahead and get that fucking thingy we've been eating, so that way people stop trying to kill us and still be assholes to us, because all survivors are assholes. Fun fact, did you know that during the time of this recording, they buffed the range detection on the screamers? Neat, right? It still doesn't do anything. Anyway, so now we're gonna go ahead and we need to get into this hospital. Now, this hospital, I'm gonna be straight 100% honest with you guys up to this point. This is 100% stealth only. I mean, like, we obviously can't get caught. and so we have to 100% stealth it. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If we get caught, there's nothing really to work with. We just kind of get fucked. So, let's go ahead and do a flash run of this. So we meet up with Hakan at the hospital, and he needs our help picking a very easy pick that he somehow struggled for 20 minutes with. You know what, Hakan? I'll be your new Spike. You're so lucky I'm here. Of course, after we open this, we have to do a little bit of sneaky deaky like, as, like I said, we don't want to be caught here. That would be really bad. Of course, we go ahead and sneak on by here when we get to the elevator, and we're going very slowly, and then we fucking die. We revive and get up, and then we fucking die again. So, after reviving for a second time, we need to go ahead and be very sneaky like. We don't want to get caught. After all, getting caught would suck ass. After not getting caught, we finally get the things that we're needing, as we need them.
Sorry about this.
What? Sorry about what?
About that. On behalf of all its whores, bandits, and...
So with all the seizures, we're very close to turning and need to get back in the daylight. And of course, then we get hit by Volatile Little Puppy. We need to look back, make sure he's actually chasing. Holy shit, he is. So, with that being said, that's where we're going to go ahead and end the very first part of our parkour-only challenge. So, like I said, the rules are we cannot do any damage unless it's a parkour attack. We so far have followed the rules to a T. We haven't hit any enemies. Luckily, I nearly hit that bandit all the way back in the subway tunnel. Ooh, that would have sucked ass, as I had to reload that entire fight. So currently, we have died a total of 3 times. Once actually twice during cutscenes. It sucks, but it happens. I hope you guys will stay tuned with me as we come back. Like I said, if you want to go ahead and continue to see more, I will need you guys to go ahead and show your your support here by making sure you hit the like button, maybe even subscribing. Hell, if it does well enough, I'll even stream these attempts on Twitch. Now, along with that, I'll make sure I do it a little bit better where there is actually more audio, other than me just having to kind of go over all of those. So again, this is my first time doing something like this. I'd love to hear your guys' opinion and thoughts in the comments down below. That also will, of course, give us some interactivity. I really hope that this goes well, and I really hope to see that this actually becomes my first ever series, because I really had fun with this. I'm not gonna lie, dude. This is such a cool way to play the game.